Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna be entertaining you people with a little known game. But frankly, I do not believe 100,000 people know of its existence. That's how little known it is. An indie MMO created by a small group of people that is in constant growth. I introduce to you people Veloren, the pre-alpha build of 2021. What was it? October 17th. We are as up to date as humanly possible at the time of this stream or recording if you're watching this VOD on YouTube. Yes, we will be keeping an MMO as the second game, and it will be the third stream every time, so you guys can see the progression. You can see the actual fucking timeline of the game progressing on YouTube. You'll find all these VODs of Veloren from this stream on the Internet Gamer YouTube channel, which we mostly use for VODs. So anyways, let us begin. Now, the game does feature both single player and multiplayer, and for the purposes of getting familiar with the game, since I don't actually know much about the game. My biggest character is like level 4 and has went around 200 meters away from the spawn zone, the starting village, starting town. So that should be an interesting experience, since I'll be trying a road build. Now, let's get into the game, so I can explain some basics to most people, since I was a noob not 2 days ago, and I am still a noob. But I do feel like the game is pretty fair with its combat system, at least for now, since I was able to kill an ogre with a hunting bow before I got ambushed by a goddamn wolf under the cover of darkness, which is the main reason for the name of the stream. Now, as you know me, I am a fan of naming all my female characters Marina, after the one character I enjoy from the one game, from Valkyria Chronicles, after the best sniper. And there we go. We got a pretty nice Marina. Now I could go with a twin fans build, since you all know me, and that using dual daggers is just using twin fans of this. What was it? Twin fans of the snake, or was it twin fans of the butcher? Oh god, it's been long, so I have no idea. But we're going for a bow build, since that is what I am most familiar with until we handle the game. Now, boom. Now instantly, some of you might be reminded of a different game that uses voxels. A certain world game. A certain cube world. Well, this game is heavily inspired by that, as you can see. But, unlike that game, this one is actually in development. And, frankly speaking, is quite good. I did play a little bit of Cube World, and I have found that the rolling in that game is slower and moves you less distance compared to rolling in this game. Since, well, I started up the game, started as the Ranger class, went into combat, and I found that the enemy is the same speed as me when I roll and walk, which is quite frankly useless to a ranged build, to a ranged character, you know, that needs to make distance, since they're the ranged character in a single player environment. Anyways, I am not actually sure if undead are treated as evil creatures, as evil in the game by the NPCs, because once I made an undead character and yeah, I thought the townsfolk were gonna attack me, which actually would have been an interesting dynamic. But that is probably still in development. Many of the things you'll see will change next time we play this game. Oh, not many, but some of them, most of them. Now, since we are in the early game, allow me to introduce you with this, since there is no tutorial. Do not imagine you would get a tutorial. You didn't get one in Cube World Alpha, you didn't get one here. You learn by doing it. You learn by watching other people. And you learn the same way humanity has learned throughout most of its lifetime. Through trial and error. You get introduced to the mechanics, and you master them through no other ways other than using them, seeing how they work, and deciding that you, in fact, will master them. Now, let me introduce you to the arbitrary starting things you need to do. Once you start out, you're weak. You're the most fragile thing in the existence of this world. An alligator will chop your fucking head off in 2 attacks, if you're lucky. That's why you need to kill some animals. Just like humanity, you pick on the weak to become stronger. Darwinism in its full effect. You collect materials, and then you make yourself stronger. Go through collecting experience of hunt and the materials of slaughter. For such is the way of a hunter. And yes, I might be role playing a little bit, since I am currently RP locked in both the RPs I'm in. No, not really. But in the second one it really feels that way. Now, yes, skill points. Now let me introduce you to the diary. Diary is your skill tree. Well, it's not really a tree, it's more like, it's more like a loose collection of abilities that you can progress in a similar way to Skyrim. Oh, not really. Is it more like World of Warcraft? I don't know, I never played World of Warcraft, the MMO. I played World of Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne one, and not much. But I enjoyed it. It was a fun game. Now, the first thing you need to do after you get 1 skill point is choose your weapon. Now, in most games you might start with some expectations that the more you use your weapon, the weapon you choose at the start makes a large difference in what you will choose at the end. Well, probably, in most games. Here, after you get 1 skill point, first thing you need to do is put it in your main weapon. What is your main weapon? What will be your main weapon? Well, I have no idea. I will now tell you what I have learned from a single comment in the Veloren Discord server. Bow He's good at all times. What was it? I think he was sword good late game. He was either axe or hammer good early game. But since this is Marina, we will unlock the bow skill tree. Now we will go to the bow skill tree. And you might notice that, oh wait, it is not the same experience. That's right. It is not the same experience. Each weapon, the more you use it, as well as a pickaxe, has its own XP that you gain by killing things with it. So yeah, you'll need to do some grinding if you wanna. Well, not a lot of grinding since, well, there isn't a lot of things to grind. What's increase HP by 50, increase stamina by 25, unlock this, so this is 6 points. 17 plus 6 is 13, 23, 29. Wait, now 35. 35 in general combat, and then 7, 9. Depends on the skill tree you're using. But it's a. So yeah, you'd a good few hours in the game if you know what you're doing. If you want to explore, well, much like in Cube World Alpha and Minecraft and Terraria, and maybe Valheim. I think that's what the game is called. Your possibilities are endless. Now, you might feel threatened, given the fact that a small fluffy rabbit will take approximately, let's see, what is 4 out of 50? 4 out of 50 is let's see, about 8% of your total HP pool. So yeah, be scared. Be scared of the dark. For many things hide in the dark. Just like in this story I have already told you. You never know what is in the dark. And your starting lantern won't save you. It will never save you. You think this small circle of light will help you see what lies in the great darkness of the night? No, it is not. Your light will be snuffed out before you know it, by an attack you never saw coming until it was too late. Just like that. Now that I'm stopping being over dramatic. Campfires. Campfires are one of the few ways you can naturally regenerate some HP. Now, just by standing near a campfire, you won't regenerate your HP. Now you have to press the K button by default to sit next to a campfire. This will initiate the resting sequence. Now, I won't pretend to know anything about programming, but if you wish to learn about using Rust and using Rust in a practical manner, hop on to Veloren Discord, where they're always looking for new people to help them out, because it's a community effort. There's a lot of people just hanging around and doing whatever. Some people are grinding dungeons, looking for them and providing feedback, such as the most recent Minotaur change, in which made it slightly more scary to range characters. Oh no, whatever will we do? I don't even know what a minotaur is. But through simply observing them chatting amongst each other, I've learned many things, such as that Aurora Borealis is a thing that exists and happens often and might change from time to time based on something I have already forgotten. I have also learned that you can enter first person mode, which someone complained about. Oh yeah, I can see why they might have complained about certain items being in the way. And one of the few suggestions I saw to resolve that problem was to provide an opacity slider for items once you've entered first person mode. But yeah, for the alpha game, there's a lot of content. Probably. I wouldn't know. I haven't reached more than 200 meters away from the start zone. Now, movement. Movement is a tricky thing. Let me tell you about it. We can walk, we can sneak, we can roll. And much for Dark Souls, it provides you with invulnerability frames. And then we can glide, much like in the olden times of your world. Except this time you start out with a glider and you don't actually have to go out into the world and obtain 10 silver or stay in the village and farm vegetables. Wait, is pineapple a vegetable? Wait, is pineapple a vegetable? No, I do not want to know if Pinnacle vodka is gluten-free. A pineapple is a tropical fruit. I have learned a new thing. Well, I have confirmed an old... I will ignore whatever I was trying to say. Why did it grow on the ground in Tube World? Unless in Tube those are just miniature tropical trees. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent again. Ooh, two merchants. Two merchants. First time I saw that. Yo. He has a shinier lantern. Interesting. Oh. Anyways, let me just see, what do I have? Some animal hides. No idea what I can do with it. Now, sometimes in these blacksmithing houses, now we generally call it a blacksmithing house since it features a wider variety of crafting stations, but in essence it's a... I mean, it does have the aesthetics of a blacksmith house. The outdoor crafting area, most commonly featured in medieval blacksmithing houses. An anvil. Then again, an anvil is a random spawn. Same goes for the cauldron, cooking pot. Sometimes you get two looms. Now we're looking for a skinning rack. I'm pretty sure. So we can turn these animal leathers into... animal skins into leather, which then we can use to... I'm pretty sure we can use them for something useful. For what? I have totally forgot. Wait, he has a house? First time I saw that. And yeah, I don't always stick around in villages all that long during night. Let's go exploring. So I can teach you about the dangers of the nighttime. Ooh, the river. Ooh, the most dangerous area. This is where I encountered my first crocodile. Or was it a gator? Now what you're seeing now is a beautiful cinematic moment, and one of the main reasons why I actually wanted to stream this game. Because look at it. The music, it really does fit the setting. And as you have seen, just going down. Just gliding down around. It's a real beautiful experience. But the Aurora Borealis. There it is, in the distance. Now let's see if we can find that Jader. The first time I went to the river, it spawns somewhere in this area. As well as some axolotls. Oh yeah, twigs, we're gonna need those. To make a hunting bow. We're also gonna need honey, red flowers, and empty bottles. Ah, there it is. An alligator. Now, much like in real life, an alligator is an ambush predator. As you have possibly seen by it staying in the water until I close distance with it. Which is a genius small detail that you can really appreciate from these group of people. Aha! Now, an alligator has the capability of just doing like 45 damage to us. Thank you, music, for being so triumphant in my time of great victories. Now let me just open my inventory. Actually, no idea why I opened the inventory when there was no reason to it. For it. Now, we're gonna be doing a lot of rolling, because it's the only way we can keep our distance from people. Except there's also juking, but that one is a harder one to do, and it depends on the enemy type. Now, let's see, if I remember correct, was that? No, that's an axolotl. Axolotl is a very underappreciated animal. Very is that a frog? Is a very underrepresented animal within, any community. As soon as we cross the river, we're good. There is nothing that will attack us on this side. For a good 200 blocks, I want to say, because I am looking for a very specific something in order to show you guys how very spooky this game could be. Now I am very much scared of the darkness. Well, not scared of the darkness, scared of the unknown that hides within that darkness. I like to consider that a very rational fear, since, that's how we survived as a species for such a long period. Yes, we're here. We're so close to the area I want to show you guys. Fuck. What are you, a forest fox? Now, there should be a wolf in this area somewhere. In that area somewhere. If the spawns are the same. Because this is in single player, it's a pre-rendered map. So it should be the same every time. Once we find a campfire, I can use that as my orientation point to find what I'm looking for. Because I fought this creature once. This creature that has spawned next to a mini-boss, and it looked terrifying in the dark because all I could see was its glowing green face, and to the right of it I saw a purple spiky mass. And in the darkness of the forest, it was really fucking terrifying. And when I fought the mini-boss, while I was tightening it around, a wolf spawned out of nowhere. Luckily for me, I activated the waypoint of a campfire, which allowed me to come back and finish off the mini-boss. Now the spooky thing for me right now is I can't see nothing. I have no idea how stealth works. I know the dagger steel tree is being discussed. So yeah, we're kinda on our own here. Unlike Zuko in that one episode of Avatar. Zuko alone. Except, unlike Zuko, we don't have a lizard horse that we grabbed from our love interest. We have a lantern we brought with us into this unknown land. Is that a campfire? It could be. It is. But I'll still wait until daytime, since I am terrified of the dark and its many dangers. Good. It's becoming daytime. Man, I remember my first night in your world. It was much like this. I was terrified of what could hide in the dark. So I, with my sheep pet, just sat near a campfire, watching everything watching the perimeter with a paranoid glee. Damn, those mountains in the distance look good. It's like the town was made in a valley. We got some light. I should have known that was gonna happen. We'll have to eat the cheese. The cheese will keep us alive until we make it to the bonfire. The bonfire, of course, because this is Dark Souls. Until we make it to the campfire. Yes, there it is. I knew I could remember its location. Now down in that direction it should be. The weird thing I saw and killed from a distance of 200 blocks probably. Since no way was I going into the dark to face that evil green face. If I can take it out without endangering myself, I'll take it. Otherwise, we're pulling out the Dark Souls strats. We'll need these twigs. What is that? There's a deer. A forest fox. Trust nothing, trust no one. This reminds me of a Roblox horror game. Man, I remember when those were popular. Oh, when I'm one of my friends. We used to play Slender and stuff. It should be around here somewhere. If I remember correctly. I remember the blue stone. And its many dangers. Oh, it's a peacock. I have no idea what I thought it was gonna be. An enemy of some sort. Yes. Did I not heal by the camp? I did not heal by the campfire. That is a penguin? An owl. Cool. Come on, you outdated messaging system. I'll take you on. Actually, I have a pretty large pickup range. Something I am grateful. Yeah, there's that cow. It was also here last time. We were approaching the area where I saw the spooky thing. What? Are you that kind of even? What? Man, what genius say look at its charging abilities. Actually, that's not a charge. It's very easy to see what a charge is compared to what isn't a charge. You'll quickly notice this difference later. Wait. No, we can't make it. Now we can make the Nature's Walking Stick, which is a healing staff, which I never use. And never will use. Why? Oh, quite simple. It is not a bow, and thereby it is not a part of my class. Now don't worry. Soon we shall acquire music. Because I know how much you guys enjoy it when I play music on stream. Now to the right there should be a campfire, and then north from that campfire should be the spooky thing. What about making the same time as I did? The first time I went through here. But then I wasn't aware of the dangers of the world. I was a child who didn't know about wolves. About orders. Oh, no, there is an order. Orders. I cannot pronounce the letter R. That has been my thing for years. Is that an alpaca? Yeah, it is an alpaca. I found my ability to recognize what an alpaca is. Impressive. Aha. We have found this. We have found a thing. No idea what the thing is, but we found it. Oh yeah, here's a mythological creature. Hydrassil. It's like a flower deer or something like that. I know the goddamn Cyclops. I know he's in the area. I know this because I fought him in the... Oh look, it's a test ram. Oh, he's preparing for a charge. Now that's a charge. Now that's a charge. We can see by the fact I died. Took 10 HP off of me. The son of a bitch. But I'll get him. Don't worry about it. I have a plan. What? What? Danger. Bald-headed eagle, protect me. America's symbol of freedom. Ah! It's an assassin. It's an assassin with a familiar. I didn't realize there was something special forces. Ah. Ah. This is a duel you shall lose. Ah. Oh, it's on you, motherfucker. What's wrong? Where is he? Where did I go to fight him? Oh, it doesn't matter who he thinks he is. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Where is he? I can infinite respawn. He can't. In this area. Where are you? Ah. Up there somewhere. No. Yes. No, that's an eagle. That's the eagle. Alright, so where is he? Found him. Fuck you. I shall use my superiority. So where is the guy? Alright. It's not even an assassin. It's a piece of wood. This is revenge for all those pieces of lumber I defeated. Why is there a saber-toothed tiger? Nope. There's a revenge for all those pieces of lumber I murdered and never seen, isn't it? The ecosystem is starting to bite me in the ass. Aha. Now it's time for my favorite game. Sniper. Ah. You've fallen for my trap. I'm not able to set actual traps in this game yet. But you have fallen for it. Now for your tiger, buddy. Now. I just... Good. Now I enter first person mode. And we shoot him. I may not have been able to defeat one mini-boss, but I am able to defeat you. And I'm counting that as a mini-boss. Sharp fangs. Oh yeah. So what is that? Grim eyeball. Wait. What are you? You are Catoblepas. I'm actually unsure on how to pronounce these names, because, well, when the fuck did you ever heard about a Catla de Pass? Oh, whatchamacallits. And look. Not naturally aggressive. Good. Because I need to make my way back to town at some point. Now, traveling across the trees will make all of this super easy, because, now, as you have possibly seen, nothing can touch us up on the high ground, marking the superior way to travel. Damn it. If only I could climb as well as I can in video games. In this game, I would be fucking Jesus. Do not take that sentence out of context. Ever. There it is. There's the campfire. There's the swamp campfire. I know. I will know it anyway. Yeah, it's definitely here. Yeah, you can see it by the wolf pack that this is the area. Alright, I'll be honest. I've lost the campfire. Great. Already got one wolf on my ass. What's a few more, right? Oh, your foot. Still getting used to the speeds. As long as I can make them circle. We're good. We're golden. Look at that. We even got bleeding on them. Alright. One down. Approaching twos. We got a 2. Approaching 3s. Maybe we can even go for a quadra kill. No. Hasn't spotted us. We're good. We just gotta obtain the high ground again. We're lucky this isn't the wolves from that one movie. What was the name of that movie again? Ah yes, The Lion, the Witch, and Narnia. I still remember that boss fight in Narnia. It was a good boss. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing that game. It was a fun game to play with my friend. Alright, now let's see. How can I abuse what I know? Well, where's the campfire? We have lost the campfire, but I have a sneaking suspicion it is left of the wolf pack, because when I fought the creature in the swamp, I think I have fallen to the right side. I've cut it to the right side when we fought. So yeah, I'm basing all of my assumptions off of assumptions. I'm a genius. No, no. Alright. Once you start gaining momentum, you can't. It's hard to lose it in the air. Now, I'll be the first to admit to it. Sound design, fucking excellent for the game. I enjoy it. Inspirations as clear as day. But imitation is the greatest form of flattery, as they say. Alright, in the morning we'll find it. Go then. We're stuck on a tree. Wow, it feels like we're camping. Alright, gentlemen. Anyone know a campfire story? Anybody? No? Alright. Guess it's time for some hard bass. Lord, they even have a weekly meeting. Didn't know such a thing existed. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Alright. Oh, look at. Oh, I can't believe it. Damn. My man, he added emotes to his chats. Don't worry, this is not like, in any way related to Veloren. I'm just voicing my opinion. I'm just giving verbal feedback to my friend. Hmm. Damn, it's a funky looking pyramid. Wait. Damn, they're at it. Alright, let me just open original. Damn, these books look good. Honestly, I prefer the first image, but that is my opinion. The third one looks like it belongs in a pixel in the game. The second one looks too high definition. The first one looks just blocky enough, for my tastes. But yes, I'm just voicing my opinions of things going on in the back. When did I lose HP? Something did the game. Oh yeah, Alt does a thing. What does Alt do? Block. Yes, that's it. That explains why me Alt tabbing. Wait, now because I've lost my, no, yes, I've lost my sense of direction. No, wait, I have a mini map. Oh fuck, I'm retarded. Sometimes, sometimes sometimes I'm stupid. Hmm. 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 What? Damn. Is that airship? Cool. Anyways, since this is a champion experience, I've found a perfect way to make it a better champion experience. Gonna worry, people? Now I need is a guitar and we're good. Alright boys, I've found the thing I will do. I will mod in a fucking guitar. Alright boys, we have found a thing to do. We're gonna make a guitar. For no other reason than for it to be stocker. It's gonna be our own personal creation that we're just gonna add. It's gonna be perfect. Alright. Where is the champ? I have no idea if things respawn, despawn, but damn. We have found the thing we're gonna do. I actually can't believe it. We just found that thing we're gonna do. Alright, but first I'm gonna actually need to learn how to... What? Wait. While the game is still running in the background, and slowly turning to day, I'm gonna look up on Discord. Let's see, Discord, Veloren community. Where is it? I know there's a goddamn thingy. No, is it in meta? No, it's not in meta. Pets and mounts? No. Wait, why am I even doing this? I have the page open. I'm stupid. Alright, these people have butts for this. I'm gonna include all this shit in the video description once it goes down to it. Let's see, development tools. I think that's where it is. No, I'll find it. I'll find it. I am a goddamn genius. How did I not think of this? Here it is. Voxel models. Alright, boys, we found it. Magic of audits. I am a goddamn genius. I am just a random person on the internet, but I will do this for myself and no one else does. Ain't that what the game is all about? How long is this night gonna last? Don't make me pull out goddamn console commands. Not really console commands, they're basic commands. Actions, projects, wiki, security, insights, code. Am I retarded? How and then goddamn how do I just download? Am I stupid? I could be. Oh. Oh, so that's how the set works. Damn. Who would have known? Who would have figured it works on just click them all. Oh, is it slowly turning? No, that's the south. That's the west, that's the east. I mean, there is no sun and moon, so looking towards the east will not make it go faster. Ah, yes. There are many things that happen in that channel. Or at least I've found a command. Did I just enter the forest of forever nighttime? Ah, hell yeah, he was a good stalker. I like this song. Now it's slowly turning to daytime. Probably. Ever so slowly. I mean, it was a long day. It was a long day, so a long night. Balanced. Turn balanced, unlike most champions in League of Legends. Gotta get good in dodge. Oh wait, these... Oh yeah, I forgot about... Ah yes, I forgot about Reddit existing as a thing. Week 141 of Veloren. Crafting and salvage. Oh. Anyways, now that we got all this shit downloaded, let me just make a new folder. Magic voxel. Why did I download the one from Mac OS? Good question. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I didn't need all of them. Alright, good. So that is a thing to do later. Make guitar for no reason other than to have a personal aesthetic. Alright. Gotta find that campfire. It was around here somewhere, I swear to God. If I get attacked by another piece of lump, where I'm gonna lose my mind. With some magical properties and stuff. Come on, we're in the wilderness. Where is the goddamn campfire? Oh look, it's a goddamn wolf pack. No, we stealth away. We stealth away and never see them again. Their existence? What existence? I saw no wolf pack. You must be imagining things. Again. There is no such thing as a wolf. And they certainly do not travel in packs. Urban legend. Invented to scare children from roaming in woods. Yes. Nope. Nope. I saw nothing spooky, no idea. What you mean? No wolf. No. Imagination. I'll be honest. This tree looked very fake. Looked very monster-like. Why? Why is there wolves everywhere? It's like they didn't exist last time I played. Now wolf every 2 meters. Maybe just bad luck. Maybe I just been lost. There it is. That's the giant green thing. With the shiny green face that spooked me in the darkness. That I told you guys about. It is a swamp troll. Oh, it's approaching. Quickly, climb a tree. Oh, it charged. At least I'm pretty sure it charged. You can't be too sure these days. But still, the patented climb a tree strategy works. I think there was a boss that could destroy blocks in Cube World that could have prevented something like this happening. Maybe that's a thing they'll add later. Ah, hell yeah. Too good. Ooh, troll hide. Alright, since we found one, that means the other guy should be in close proximity. Since the wolves are also here. Hi, Cyclops, where are you? I know you exist. That's a donkey. It's a donkey. Yeah, it's a very well made donkey. Then a bald-headed eagle. Alright, I'm looking for a large creature with a singular eye that is not made of wood. Now I know it could be hard to find, given that it's relatively just invisible. But I'll find him. I know he exists, which means he can be hunted down and killed. As is the nature of all things that exist. Everything that lives must die. It is the natural order of things. That's an Arctic fox. Pretty little bastard killed me once. I'll never forgive him. For such a great trans... it's the Capicarlabra. Catoblepus. And this is a witch's hat. I am 90% sure. What does that mean? That means we take a wide berth around it. And look. An alligator. No, that's a river salamander. Well, for something that has the word river in it, it is extremely slow in water. What the fuck are you? A goat? Oh, it's a kelpie! Oh no no no! Oh no no! I played Hellsign. Ghost horse coming back for revenge, eh? Ate enough of my fucking shells and 9mm, eh? Coming here to hunt me? Come on, let's see what you got, let's see what you got. Come on. Come on. Make my day. Too bad. What are you? Oh, a moose. Mooses are naturally aggressive creatures, right? Nah, but you shouldn't hit one with your car. It's a bad idea. Oh, hitting anything with your car is a general bad purpose idea. Yeah. Oh, time down my favorite ability. Yep, playing single player. Getting familiar with the game. Getting familiar with the controls. Then I'm gonna hop on some multiplayer later. I'm also gonna make a guitar in a magical voltage and see if I can get to play some music in game. Sometime later today, maybe tomorrow. So, welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate what you did with the game. I enjoy it. Alright. Alright. Get rid of the melee first. And focus on outmaneuvering range. Oh. Now tracking with the... Now this is actually, ooh, lots of damage. I'll give you that much. Hmm. It's nice tracking, but it could be improved. I remember yesterday when I played Cube World, the alpha one, fighting a melee and a ranged bandit was actually tricky, forced me to use my potions. But that was mostly because the roll didn't allow me to make distance. And because the ranger was dead on. If I wasn't rolling, if I wasn't constantly moving, the dude was dead on. Hit 100% of the shots when I was charging up my shots, or firing back at him. So seeing that even without upgrades to my movement speed, I can just constantly circle. Well, that could be improved, but that's just my opinion on it. Then again, I am not using the machine gun function, which in my opinion is the inferior one. Because it locks you down in place. It could be used. I could see its use in groups, since you have someone to tank for you, someone to stop someone engaging on you, while you provide ranged DPS. What is with my aim? There we go. Now the only reason I actually knew that this was a witch's hut was because I saw an image of earlier today of someone saying of witches cooking their own. But I was around this morning. Yeah, where is that Cyclops? I want that blue glider he drops. I know he drops one. I killed him on my different character. And it was a good fight. I only died in it because I pressed the wrong button and sat down to eat. Alright, now. Difficulty 2 dungeon. Difficulty 6 dungeon. Where is the closest town? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Wait, is that? No, it's a sunflower, not a goddamn doomwood. Waypoint saved. He must be in this direction then. There is no other way he could be. I know he exists. You cannot hide his existence from me. I killed him. I know what he drops. I will find him. I know he was next to a swamp troll. Is that him? No, that's a beehive. Where is he? Is that him? It's him. It has to be him. No, that's a Doomwood. Probably. Oh. No, that's Hydrassil. Now that looks like a ghost deer or something like that. Or an elk. What is the difference between a deer and an elk? Good question. I'm gonna just doodle it real quick. Let's see. The difference between... and a deer. Deers usually inhabit grasslands, deserts, and forests, while elk prefer mountains and forests. Mountainous forests. Elk is much larger and heavier compared to a deer. Oh, interesting. Alright. The dangers of the nighttime might be many, and they might be dangerous. What is that? What are you? Is that campfire? Quite possibly. We must investigate. We didn't die because of the fall. It must be fate. It is a campfire. Hello there, owl. Breed catacombs. Goodbye. Nice try, beast. But try and catch these moves, and you'll find yourself lacking. Aha. Good day, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. What nice people. Didn't attack them. Already makes them better in my book. And I'm not even writing a book. I'm not lost. I have an impeccable sense of direction. You're simply not understanding my genius. My skills at traversing the land are outmatched only by that of the eagle, which can actually fly. For I am but a fledgling. Oh, that. Do you? Alright, let's see where did we actually end up. Hey! We're actually next to some guy's crib. Wait, giant tree, what? We have found the new town. Or the old town. We can set waypoints. Oh shit. Oh. Well, gentlemen, we are now officially more advanced. We're now officially more advanced than the prehistoric civilizations. What are you? A difficulty 4 dungeon. Now we shall move in this direction. It seems safer. I am the master of this. Oh, that it's a cave. My greatest adversary. Something I can't just... I'm actually gonna go around instead of climbing the mountain. Alright. Okay. There's my speed boost. All it took was a little fiddling and making the road the best thing imaginable. Alright, should be somewhere on my left. Is it on the other side of the mountain? No, it is on the mountain. Alright. Damn you and whoever made this. The Minecraft version of mountains. The ones you can just scale up. Using normal means like walking. But you have to implement things like jumping into your movement in order to succeed. Damn you, person. I mean no bad faith, but damn you. For making my journey ever so slightly harder. I feel like this was a bad idea. But then again, most of my ideas are good. But every once in a while, having a bad idea is refreshing. And having to actually work for something, well, it really brings out that Dark Souls in me. The Dark Souls player in me. Making me feel... Making it feel like I've earned being in that town once I arrived there. Using this very complicated system of climbing mechanics and my own brain. Alright. Come on, baby. Alright. Now if we follow that line, that means I am... What's the ratio? I know these are geographical lines that signify the height, but how large is the... Alright, let's see. We're about here. So if we move up here... How big is it? Alright, we didn't even do a pixel on the map. So the difference between these is around 100 blocks or so, maybe 50. Meaning that around 100 blocks or so. Meaning that we should be able to just use the height of the mountain to reach the town. Oh God, I am on fire. I didn't expect that to happen. Ah, I see you have implemented the stop, drop, and roll mechanics. Very kind of you. Will allow me to save me from myself. But I was never taught to stop, drop, and roll. For where I am, we do not have fire drills. We have found a town. Yeah, it was about 200. Maybe it's actually larger. So let's see, the difference between that and this one, it was 1, 2, 3. What? God damn you, game. We can't stop me from using my small geographical skills to my advantage. No one can stop me. In this tower I am God. I'm invincible. Goddamn ice lizards. Where are the ice lizards? And their spookiness. How much HP did it take off me? A lot. Now the main thing that I can see being a problem is implementing the guitar as an item that can be used while sitting down, because my original idea was to implement it as a weapon and then just have it be held at an angle. It would be like a shield. I have no idea if the shields are in the game. If shields are in the game. And how they behave. But since you can't wield items while sitting down, that could be a problem. Unless I just did it anyways and implemented it as a... Unless I just did it anyways and did it while standing. Because it's all just following code and working in real time. Following examples used by previous items, and then using a command to provide me that item. Maybe. I don't know. I have no programming experience. This is the first time I've actually taken programming in any way seriously. Oh, damn. Oh, necklace is gonna be added, maybe. Oh, changed gems. Yeah, added necklaces. Changed a couple of items from PNGs to box models. Cultist necklace, rations. So yeah, even during this, while I'm streaming, the game is constantly being updated. I'm telling you, people, this game gonna have a long shelf life once it's complete. Hell, starting now. If you start playing now, you actually get to experience the change as it happens live during your own playthrough. You get to experience the nerfs, the buffs, the small mistakes that are probably gonna get fixed. Bomb pile item. Damn. VC related. Ships, airships. Memes. A lot of things. Wait. You can just... Wait. I might be stupid. Ambient brightness. What? How did that happen? That's interesting. Change that so I can actually enjoy the experience. I enjoy my... Oh wait, do we actually see combat between a dart and whatever that is? A Rashwar. We do. Damn, actual defensive villages. I'm saved. Now all I just need to do is get to the campfire. I am fighting my Dark Souls instincts to call it a bonfire. It basically is. Alright. Do not die. I am alive. My existence is no longer threatened. Thank you, Guard. Oh, wait. How long? Oh, no. No, I'm not even gonna voice that thought. I'm not gonna drag a boss to a village just so I can cheese him. No. It would be interesting, though, to see if I can do it. Maybe I should. Shards. Alright, where's the closest dungeon? Ah yes, the Shrilled Cave. Now, that's an undead. A sheep. What? Sheep where? A herd sheep, but no sea sheep. Empty sign. Placeholder. Found it. Aha! Finally, I can actually craft stuff. Now don't worry, I'm a master of clicking the same button repeatedly. So, this doesn't affect me at all. Spinning, 3 spinning wheels in a row. Crafting bench. What is... Oh, that's a bench. What's there? Ask not the questions you will, ask the questions you need. Cooking plots. Now we have cooked meat. 25 over 5 seconds. Over 10 seconds. Hell yeah. Now we can actually make some armor. Shoulders. A shawl. What is a shawl? A sash. Some pants. Handwear. Linen feet. Oh. and the west. Oh. Which should make... oh yeah, those are the items. The tanning rock. Back. Now let's see. An anvil to make a craftsman's hammer. And that's about all I can make. Without simply... alright. And there we go. Almost a full inventory. Alright, now I need to find an anvil. Or maybe we could do this. Where's the guards? We found the merchant. Good. Now where is the guard? Who is the guard? Is it you? Or is it you? Because I'm pretty sure I pissed it off. I'm 100% sure I pissed it off. And that was my intention. Aha. Now, can I... No. Not from here. But from here. Wow. It's only a matter of precision. Something I'm efficient at. Does me while actually missing what was probably a very easy jump. The dog, the villager. Aha. Good. I need a crafting bench. Yes. Good. Good. Yes, now with the craftsman's hammer, a whole world of possibilities is open to us. It is making the apple on a stick. And of course, who could forget? Alright. You don't have any range attached, do you? Asking for a friend. Oh, don't you dare steal my kill. I only got one person stealing me kills. What is that? Eggs? Possible. Alright. And turn a minor potion. Now mine. The fool. You should have taken it for yourself when you had the chance, but now it is mine. I need a tanning rack. Not here, it's on the other side. There it is. And that's the loom. There it is. Now, what can I make using that? Feather strips. Hmm. Alright, so we have found our next thing to do. Our next thing to make. No, it's not used in there. So what is it used for? Oh, it's used for leather items. Interesting. Now, we have a dungeon to accomplish, gents. We have some damage reduction, finally. I never actually noticed that there's stats being displayed here. Who would have noticed? Who would have known? Now, there's a dungeon around here somewhere. A cave. And we're gonna get it. Nope, not the cave. I wonder if it's here. In this not at all suspicious green field. The cave should be. No, it's still further down. I need to get used to goddamn art. I have forgotten what they're called. I knew at some point in time what they were called because I follow Splattertard Gaming. A geologist. Sometimes a geologist. Oh. Oh, is that it? A Mouflon. Mouflon is a very suspicious looking thing. Yep, that's it. Are you too aggressive is the big question. Now zoom in. Now let's see. My original plan of dragging the boss of the dungeon to the town has found itself to be harder than anticipated. Given the general size of Damn. That is a big cave. Please tell me there's a lantern. Lamp. Light. I am doomed, ain't I? Mind Flayer spell bag. I am sorry, you what? I am nice to know that Mind Flayer is still a thing that exists and not at all spooky to someone who plays D&D. Oh, only one way to find out what the fuck is going on down here. If I see spiders, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Good news. No spiders. Well, whatever the fuck you are. With some sort of turtle lizard. Some sort of creature that has dropped alright, so it is ancient. So it is a turtle. Right. What in the actual hell are you? Oh. Very relaxed mining operations, gents. Very relaxed mining operations. I'm already in too deep. Great cinematic moment, I know. Shit. Dumb Indiana Jones. Oh, a basilisk. Found the cave troll. Woo, baby. Oh. Found the Cyclops. I knew they existed. Told you they existed. But yeah, people didn't believe me. Woo! Whoop. Have a good one, gents. An Oni, eh? Let's see if I remember my Japanese. Baton. Excuse me? Good day, sir. Do you wish to trade? Yes, thank you. What do you have for trade, my good sir? Some work of pants? Iced tea, eh? Sir, you do realize you're in a very cold biome, sir. Sir, do you even hear me? Oh, troll hide do be selling for a lot, man. We have a mushroom stick, of course. Too bad. Maybe next time. I feel like I have went far away from such things as starting locations. Maybe if I go into my settings, ambient brightness, eh? Oh, it gives me some sight. Interesting. Now that's a good looking for it. Now that's a good looking thing. Man, I wish I had a scarf. Isn't that a thing to maybe model? Because on these winter nights, well, all you need is a scarf. Maybe. Alright, so since we do have the high ground here, using the high ground, we have found the easy dungeon. We shall use our high ground to travel directly to it. In a very time-expressive manner. Nah, graphics, I'ma need those view distance. After Minecraft 12. 175. It won't change much. I accept that much. Now let's see, what was the Android? 15 degrees was the optimal for maximum distance, according to that one guy whose comment I read the other day. Well, not comment, but Discord message. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I'm over here pulling advanced technique, speedrunning, not even losing a minute. Alright, so caves are late game, maybe. Unsure. No idea if there's a parry. I know there's a block. Alright, now that we're underground, we need to fix that. Never be underground unless necessary. The ground is where all the spooky things are. And under cover of darkness, there could be anything. You may not know! Aha, a bat fox. He thought it would get me. But no. I am hidden. Like a ninja, awaiting my opportunity to strike. They shall never see me coming. I am hidden. Maybe. I'm unsure as to the status of such a claim. Ow. What you just heard was my elbow snapping. Oh. 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 They might introduce a food mechanic similar to that one in, which you can find in Terra, I think it was. Oh my. It's in the suggestions. Is it in the suggestions thingy? It's campfire. Go. No. Bad dinosaur. Alright, dinosaur, fuck you. You're about to become dinner. The good old climb the tree technique never fails. Wait, Tarask. It's the goddamn Tarask. Well, I mean, it's, Damn, what are the stats of a Tarask? Give me a second. D&D, 5e, fucking Tarask. Oh, it's with 2 R's in D&D. Alright, let's see. Speed 40 feet, natural armor 25, 674. It's hit points. Let's see. How large is it? It's a Titan. Alright, D&D Titan. D&D sizes. Size chart. Thank you. Alright, monsters. Size. A gargantuan is 20 feet by 20 feet. Takes up 20 by 20. So if we go by, alright, width, if we go with width to height ratio, not weight. Fuck, how do you spell width? Damn it, Google Translate. Assist me in this one. Oh, we did this. I'm pretty. Height ratio of a lizard. Alright. So, using this math, give me the goddamn math. Alright. What is the closest thing that we get to a Tarask in real life? Alright, we're gonna use humans. Ratios, alright. Waist, alright, here it is. To height ratio is an average of 0.424 for women and 0.428 for men, depending on country. So if we use those calculations of 0.4, so if we, where is it? I'm gonna pull out a calculator right now. Alright. So we need to calculate it. So we have 20 feet. Divide by 0.428 if it's a male human. That would be around 46.73 feet. If it was a human. No. No, that's retarded. What? No, I'm retarded. I can't do math. I can't do math, maybe. No. This is suddenly so important to me. Maybe no, not a leg. Body proportions in history. The golden ratio. No. Goddamn you, Da Vinci. I need actual measurements of human hip to human height. Damn you. Damn you, Wikipedia. The free encyclopedia. Fucking ass. Human hip width to height ratios. Oh, we got it. We got it. So we have hip in centimeters to height in meters. In should be. Just give me the goddamn results. Intention, blah 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 blah. Give me the. No. This is in. Where in the fuck is the simple? Oh, here it is. Here is the goddamn math. I'm not reading the goddamn science medical report about this. I will find you. Alright, additional information now. Results. Age, height, relationship service in table 2. Alright, table 2. Alright, full size of clinical characteristics of study subjects. Alright, we have. So that is a ratio of about 1. No. Alright, let me just. Where's my calculator? That's not a calculator. I am gonna calculate the goddamn height of a 20-foot wide human if I have to. And then I'll just, based off of that, just guess the giant giant lizard. Wait, maybe I can just. How big is a giraffe? 5. Oh, the beast. 50 feet high. So we were off by what? When we did our calculations, what was it? 0.428. So we were off by like 3 and something feet. Damn. Alright, I am a genius. I stand corrected. You should all resume listening to me, for I am the smartest man that has ever. The fuck are you? Is it flying or was that my imagination? No, it's a bad thing. He wants to play dirty? We'll play dirty. I'll do it. Where are you? Target sighted. Yeah, that's a Tuscan. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just like Minecraft. Hey, look at that, the sun is rising. And it's rising from the east. We can see it ever so slowly. No, never mind. That was just the light of the lantern. And here I was thinking the rays of the sun are actually moving up slowly. But no. Oh, where's this bat fox thing? Where are you, creature? I'll shoot you. No, seriously, where the fuck are you? I mean, I can't just escape. It is one of my signature moves. Escape. Alright, let's see. The dungeon. There it is. It should be easy. Is that the moon? Is that the moon? No, it's a cloud. Or a visual effect or something. Maybe if I shoot in that direction, let's see what happens. Because there is no sun. Interesting. I love how we've been listening to starter goddamn campfire songs for the last hour and a half. Just because I didn't bother to change it. Alright. Aha! Gotcha. Ow. Ah! You fool! You fell for my trap. I only pretended to be slightly retarded. To lure you into a false sense of security. Holy shit, there's a rat! Well, it is a level 1 dungeon. No rats. Yeah, kinda expected. They are the starting enemy in most RPGs. Elder Scrolls predominantly. I remember when I fought my first skeeter. Were they called skeeters? Maybe. Alright, so can I see it from... The fuck are you? The dungeon is that way. So what are you? Something of interest. We must investigate. Using the safest method possible. Climbing trees. There's gnomes. Oh, it's a holy spring or something. We've seen one before. Well, it doesn't blow up like a nuclear explosive once you shoot it, so its magic should be stable. Now let's see, this dungeon. Is that the entrance to it? No. Hey, it's slowly turning daytime. Oh. Goddamn bird. Thinking they're better than me. Oh. There's a campfire. Right at the entrance to the dungeon. How nice of them. To provide us with one right before our doom, eh? How deep does it go? No one knows. Alright. Initiate operation Sneaky Beaky. Room 1 clear. Oh, this is giving me so much Roblox vibes. Just because of this. A natural minimap. And just worked on Roblox. What is that? Oh. I will not try to pronounce that. Alright, 3 enemies. Aha! I see. Gear charge, eh? Hey, honey, thanks, man. I really needed that. You have no idea how hard it was to find. Any hand exploited. They have a ranger and what I assume... Oh, it's a shaman. Oh shit! They have nukes! They have high-end explosives. Oh! They have high-end explosives. Never fight in an enclosed area against someone using high-end explosives. Come on, I'm corner camping your ass. See you. No, you can't tell me you have a stalker. No. I am the one making. Hello, game. Thank you for using that move. 2 days after I told you to use it. It was really helpful. Alright. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Come on. I'm main ranger in D&D. You're... Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. He used his height to his advantage. Can't fault him for it. I abused hitboxes when I could. So did he. Fair play. Oh, then, goblin creature. What about you? That coconut. And in the first room? No. Oh yeah, I think they said something about destructible things and them being rebuilt over time due to like player actions or stuff. Enemy spotted. Holy shit! Goddamn artillery pieces. Oh, you know what they say about fighting artillery? Close distance. They can't use their superior range against you. Oh, in this case it wasn't superior range, because that was the one with superior range. Because he needed to use his arc. Because he needed to arc the thing. It hit the ceiling. But yeah, using that... I love how you can use actual strategies. In the game. Let's you try that again. Oh shit. Alright. Alright. Now for plan B. Initiate operation. Follow me if you dare. Control the battlefield. Controlling the battlefield and you control the battle. Alright, we got another jam. Alright, let's see. You on 1 HP. Easy pickings. Oh. Alright, we have the close distance. There we go. Just like I said, when fighting artillery pieces, close distance. Can't use their superior range against you. Although they can use their flamethrower technologies against you. Like them sisters of battle. What do you even get from me? Maybe there's an end boss or something like. No. See you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. I already killed one of you. If you think you'll get a chance, you're deadly fucking mistaken, Mr. Deadly. Alright. Alright. Up. Up. Oh, what? AI broken? I remember you charging like a goddamn lich. Like a speed demon first time you tried to kill my ass in the woods. What's with this weak ass charge? Are you weak because you're not in your element? Possible. Will I accept it? No. No, I expected a tough battle. Alright, melee unit. God damn it. Ah, so we have to close distance. Let's try to do this in first person. Can't say if that was better or not objectable. Oh. Dungeon almost cleared. Dungeon clear. What? Alright. Can zoom in more than that. Alright. So there is a god. So what are you? Way down? I hate it when I'm right. I despise it even. God, great. Alright, room 1 clear. Oh, great. Which is exactly the reason why they put an enemy everywhere else. Still on hallways. Thanks, game. And don't you dare sidestep me. Ah! Bad timing, bad timing. Gotcha. Eat. We have another one. Oh. Alright, we got a shaman. Got him. Alright, too high. For a second I thought he was ducking and weaving. For a second there you could see him charge. I'll try to charge. Alright, I've used the arc. There we go. That is a giant pillar that does nothing. Alright. Interesting. Get eyes on target. Target down. 2 coins. Alright, there's a goddamn stalker. I'm not about shooting you in the leg to win. Game. Oh, that. Now, I'm not sure about what AI they're using. Are they using small spider bot or are they using large spider bot AI? If you don't know what I'm referencing Serious Sam 2, not Second Nintendo, Serious Sam 2. Enemy AI, where the small spider would aim where you currently are, and the large spiders would attempt to aim where you're moving. Oh, they would aim where you're moving. And they were pretty good at it. As long as you hit your shots, you're good. That small bit when you make them jump throws their aim off. Makes you safe. There we go. We did. We did. Easy. Easy. Just gotta learn how to play the game again. Get that speed moving. Can't do nothing there. I'm faster. That's gonna keep me alive in the long run. Ooh. Veloren. Actually useless. Can't believe how you. I mean, what? Maybe if I was able to make bandages or something, that would be useful. I can't remember which game had bandages. Yeah, I'm just thinking of not Project Zomboid. CDDA, Dark Days, Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead there. We have to worry about stuff like that. Alright. Got 3 to 4 enemies. Alright, we have a... Is there a starter? Alright. Misses don't provoke attacks. We got him. Shaman. Just gotta make them jump and we're good. 1 and a chest. Maybe, unless that's a deadwood. Possibly. Yeah, that's a deadwood. No, that's not a deadwood. You're governed by the same laws I am. But you're worse at execution. An apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's saying came about since apples have always given you HP in video games. That is a known fact. Maybe. Not really. Now we have a giant circle here. Oh. Staircase down. Cool. Cool. Interesting. And then we have an altar or something on the other side. One over here. Interesting. Start pumping things into HP. Alright. Alright. That's spotted. Get a kill. Just start practice. Everything above your head is gonna be a fine red mist. Whoop. 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 Get all played, son. Ooh. I'm getting cocky. The cycle is repeating again. I'm getting cocky off of some easy enemies. And then I'm going to become overconfident. And that's going to be my doom. It has always happened. Fuck. Goddamn you sandals. Not really the best at sneaking, sandals. Man, I feel sorry for all those melee characters that have to close distance manually. So... what? So this room is what? An exit? Once I beat the boss? If there is a boss? Eh, possibly. I'm just guessing. Off of usual gameplay mechanics. Alright. Let's see what you get. Using third person view. Gain an advantage. Classic. Mushroom. Alright. I am counting 3, 4. We got the melee one. Got him. Got another melee. Oh. Cover's been made. Got that honey. Now what are you? Or a war chest. $10 coins. Halloween boss spotted. It's Mr. Saxton Ale. Alright. Chill it. Chill it, bruh. Ooh. Ow. Damn. Well played. Well played, video game. Actual boss mechanics. As an AoE spell that probably works like what was it called in D&D? Spike Growth. Is it Spike Growth? But give me a second to check my spell list. When I'm making a reference, I have to make sure the reference is correct, otherwise I'm doomed. Spike Growth concentration, 10 feet. Yeah, it's Spike Growth. And I will always remain true to being a nerd. Alright. Man. Ow. Can't wait until I actually play multiplayer in this. I mean, there isn't much to do other than just go and kill stuff, but that's like the whole thing of Lineage 2. Go and kill stuff and farm ants on that one island. I should know. I attempted to play Lineage 2 once. I gave it a good 12 hours of my life. It was a goddamn grind fest. Oh, I played the classic one they added, which wasn't really classic, since they added microtransactions to it. But in essence, I played classic. It was an eye-opening experience of, man, there really isn't any quests. I mean, I got the moon armor. I completed that quest. Is he coming to me? No, he's literally just waiting at the bottom of the staircase. What a creep. The fuck is your aggro range, man? He's literally just waiting down here. Alright. Initiate operation. I don't give a fuck. You think your fucking bullshit field of grass gonna stop me? You fell for your own trap. How does it feel? $13 coins. I feel disappointed. Flint axe. I can't destroy this. But do I even need to destroy it? Sense. I can use it. That is a big ass circle. Not gonna do one. Not even gonna touch it. Out. You son of a bitch. Oh, you just doomed yourself by using the inferior ability of rapid attack instead of just free shotting. Alright. Fast and a shaman. Nope, it's a mugger. Wait, they actually have energy bars? Or is that my imagination saying they have energy bars? Do I feel better about myself? We have a bomb, gents. We are becoming slowly one of them. Yeah. Yeah, they have energy bars. Interesting, never noticed that. No, most of it is that witch in the forest just kept spamming spells. So it didn't really feel like she had one. But the boss should be working by the same rules. What, is this a hidden room? Or is the room not loaded on the minimap? God damn it. Shaman? Why does everybody know Fireball? Why do I feel like those are important somehow? Maybe they're heating systems. Since catacombs are known to be cold, since... well, if this is probably stone or marble. So they would need alternative heating sources, unless they're used to such climates. Nope. Nope. Ow. There we go. 3 enemies. No, it's 4 enemies. Yeah, usually it's free. No chest though. Didn't I step into the circle? Nothing bad happened. Good. Good. We're good. Hey, look, it's Deadwood. Even Mr. Deadwood here knows it's a bad idea. Just step into those. Apple. Just like in Dark Souls. The careful bird gets the worm. Ooh. I chop wood. Of course, we have it auto equipped. Alright, let's see what we do. Armor, but energy reward goes down by... why is it a 00003? Like 00000. Yeah, I did get 5 zeros in there. Boost stun resist. Max energy does fall down, but it's max energy. You know that important right now. Because not getting stun locked. And oh, my genius plan to kill him before he dealt damage to me has failed. Just I didn't calculate for his speed. There we go. Oh shit, one more. And there we go. Dungeon complete. We only died once. I feel pretty good about that. Yep, that was actually fun. I enjoyed my time. Now I'm gonna go back to playing Ender Lilies. How long would this stay here? Right now, it feels kind of, you know, internal. At least the enemies are smart enough to avoid it. Or some of them. Why the boss wasn't immune to his own spell? Well, no idea. Probably an oversight. Or maybe it's there to teach you that you can just use that you can sometimes use the enemy's weapon against them. Maybe getting close on a goblin shaman when they use their explosion damages the shaman as well as you if they hit you with it in close proximity to themselves. But that's just a maybe. Since I haven't actually been listening to these guys talk about their plans. You're dead to me, Deadwood. Was that? Did you try to bite me? Did you try to bite me? I am pretty sure he tried to bite me. 3 minor potions. What? What? Oh, look at that. Minor oversight. Goes at reset. On your hotbar. Your positions get reset on there. I'll be honest, that actually jump scared me. And so I didn't expect it. Did I already clear this one? Possibly. Possibly not. Probably not, because it's past this. Oh! That was a fun first dungeon. Now I'm gonna head out and see if we can make something. We probably can't. Since we got, what, coconut, a couple of potions, flint axe from the boss, and what else did we get? A couple of mushrooms, and that's essentially it. There's my horse. Yeah, I'm gonna I can't wait to actually make a guitar. Then me sitting by a campfire while darker campfire songs play will make some semblance of sense. Yeah. And maybe they'll add it into the actual game. Maybe. It should be fun though. Can't wait to see what all the things they're gonna add. More in-depth crafting. No, that's more of those MMOs where you can just cut down trees and stuff. A job system, maybe. I can't wait to see what's the actual state of the servers and how are people doing on them. because this is all single player so far. No, I'm playing single player so far. Just enjoying the ride, seeing what I can do, getting the hang of the game, learning the ropes, as they call it. But yeah, so far, I'm enjoying my time here. It's a great game. Oh, look is... Oh, cool. Oh. What are you? An outdated messaging system. I already made that joke. Alright, let's see. Can we find that Cyclops? I know they exist. You saw them existing in that cave. I'm telling you, he exists next to a river. I seen it with my own eyes. And I'll find him. And I'll kill him. And then I'll get that nice blue... glider. No, I did not just forget how it's called. That's just you imagining stuff. The nose. The nose. And their fountain of aesthetically pleasing design and nothing more. Do those serve a purpose? Probably not. Oh, what you gonna do? Hey, it's Deadwood, our old buddy, old pal. Aha! It's 2 on now, 2 on 1 now, Deadwood. Get fucked. You chose the wrong squirrel to mess with. Oh look, another cave. Is that a windmill? No. That is a town in very close proximity to a high-level dungeon. Goodbye. Enjoy your stay. I am not on the menu, Raptor. Still, I enjoy momentum-based systems, such as this one, allowing me to gain massive speed while dodging literally everything, except in blue only. Ooh, we're in the arid Badlands. That is a reference fuel we'll get. And look, it's one of them airships. Pretty sure it's an airship. No other reason for it to be here. They serve no purpose for now. Oh shit! It has followed me. The town guard will take care of it. Yo man, I know you're kinda hurt already, but if you could just grab its attention while I steal the kill, that would be lovely. Ow. Mate, did I shoot a villager by chance? Oh shit. It's Civil War. They know that they have progressed so far in the game. They have added civil wars to be instigated. Holy shit. The merchants got killed by that villager. People here are crazy, man. We're getting out of here. All I want was to survive a giant lizard. And these guys start killing one another. For no reason whatsoever. They're still going at it. Any more apples for that? I'm merchant. Did merchant win? A cultist. Wait. These guys just came over from the dungeon to mess with the town. Oh shit. Now that's World Gen at its best. Excuse me? Oh. Excuse me? Is this easy XP I see? Is this door is stuck? Look at the merchants going off. Thank you. The town has been saved. No need to thank me. No. I want this empty vial. Thank you. Apple on a stick. Cactus colada. Play in the woods. Pina colada, I presume. An elf? So where is this dungeon? It's over here somewhere. Oh. Now this stream has been going on for 3 hours now. And there's another ghost. Using magic and shit. Alright, we can actually make letter stuff. Crit power. Yes. Yes. Wait, a what? Oh yeah, I didn't really put up the same slot. An undead. Are undead not part of the village? Because that's the way it looks like it. They'll be called villagers otherwise. I'm so gonna get assassinated from behind. I can see it. I can see into the future. I'm gonna get assassinated from behind just like that time I fucked with the troll. Not the troll, the... Woven cheese. Merchant, guard, villager. Why are you called an elf? That... I haven't seen an orc. No, I actually seen an orc. I just never checked how they're called. The humans are called villagers. Any race can be a merchant. And why are elves called elves and undead called undead? Instead of also falling under the category of villager. or dark. It probably... There's an orc. Yeah, and a dwarf. Oh yeah. Why is that? Now, sound more familiar with Todin and the game's actual Todin. Toad should probably answer that to me. Yeah. Is that the town's campfire? No, it isn't. These people just live next to a dungeon. And their whole existence is fighting the cultists that come out every night. Now, was that intentional, or was it naturally generated? I wonder. Because it's genius. It's genius. A high-level dungeon right next to a village or town. Great quest material. And every night the town gets attacked by cultists. Great quest material. World building in its finest. Without words, through actions. Aw, hell yeah. Anyways. I would like to thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you had a great time. We are probably gonna stream this game on Wednesday. Maybe. Since we're doing 2 streams of Shadow Tactics Blade of the Shogun. And we'll be using this small indie MMO, well, small for now, as a way to break up the pacing, to not get bored with the game. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope you had a great time. And like always, until next time, have a good one.